What up, LC heads? We are just looking into some of the finer points of Lelouch here. Specifically in this run, we have taken auto haste off so we can actually see the buff on him. It's gone. It doesn't exist. I unequipped it, right? We're going into time freeze to see if that actually makes a buff come up on him that's saying that it's increasing his SCT recovery speed. I'll show you why I think that's important. So we're in time freeze right now, right? We're in it, and there is no haste here, none. Haste is only 25% if I remember correctly. If you use skill salve, it just overrides the icon. Skill salve gives you 100% SCT recovery speed, but it doesn't give you a separate icon. So if you're running auto haste and you're using skill salve, it's not going to make a different buff on you, a different icon. You know what I mean? So that's why I unequipped it, right? Because I want to see if we can actually use skill salve while we are freezing time. Time freeze gives him 300% SCT recovery speed while he's in that mode, and obviously it's not coming up as a status up. There's nothing on these status ups right now indicating to me that this is overriding any sort of haste buff. And if it's not overriding a haste buff, that means that your haste is factored into this, I do believe, because as soon as we turn haste back on, it will pop up here. But specifically what I'm looking at is the skill salve ability, because that is 100% SCT recovery speed. So I would want to have that active when the character freezes time. So we're going to see if we can pull that off here. We'll just finish this wave out real quick. I love that Kamehameha bullshit where he jumps up into the air. You just cannot target him. It's pretty dope. So yeah, sadly you can only stop time once per quest, so we're just going to have to exit out of that. This is why testing in Last Cloudia is so difficult. Oh my goodness, come on. So the goal here is to see if we can get skill salve to proc to actually show the buff. Alright, we have the arc equipped that's going to help us proc it faster, and what we want to see is the skill salve buff come up, and then we want to go into time stop mode and we want to double check and make sure that buff is there, because that tells me then that at that point you have 400% SCT recovery speed during the power of absolute obedience ability, right? So let's see. First and foremost, we'll check again. No SCT recovery speed buff icon coming up here, right? We have revive, physical damage dealt, increase buff. Defense, we have an attack formation, movement speed, and regenerate MP. I see nothing about haste here at all. So we just gotta wait till we can proc our skill salve. And I guess what's cool is you get to use the skill salve while you stop time, right? Because you're freezing time, so that's not going against the time limit on it. Or is it? I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. We'll see if skill salve expires before his time stop expires. right? Because time stop lasts for longer than 15 seconds. I do know that. I do believe that. Skill salve is only 15 seconds. But if we're truly stopping time, that buff should stay up the whole time time is frozen. Anytime now. Anytime now. I'm running out of time jokes. Alright, but this could potentially be something good for, like, you know, the end of a boss fight where the fights went a couple minutes anyway, and you're pretty much going to be guaranteed to proc skill salve to use, right? And then maybe if you need to finish a boss off, this can potentially give you more skills to throw while you actually freeze time, which is going to increase his character's damage potential a lot when he's freezing time. That's if we can get this to work. I think we can. Oh, did you guys see me so gracefully dodge that sword attack? Oh, snap. Oh, that's the third one. Okay, we have skill salve. We can cast it now. So we'll check once again. No funny business in here. No haste in here at all. I don't see it. There's only 5 status ups. So we'll go with skill salve. Okay, there it is. It procced on us. Now we have 6 status ups at the very bottom. Boost skill gauge fill rate. So we have plus 100% SCT recovery speed right now. So now we go into Power of Absolute Obedience, and we see if that buff is still there. Time's frozen, and look at that. Boost skill gauge fill rate is still there. So right now we are at 400% SCT recovery speed. Now if I'm wrong, somebody please correct me, but I don't think I am here. So let's see. These things should fill quite fast. Oh, I don't want to kill the poor bastard. That kind of ruined our experiment. Damn it. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Should have seen if it was going to expire. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to test that. Either way, you can have them going at the same time, right? So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I have to remember to toggle my auto haste back on the character. Now, if you're trying to do this and you have auto haste, so I don't think auto haste and skill salve stack. There's not a separate icon. It's the same icon that just stays up when you use skill salve. That's why I took auto haste off. So I could actually see the icon pop up and know that it's specifically from skill salve, right? Yeah, in case you're trying to do this and figure this out yourself, yeah, go ahead, test it yourself, see what you think of it. But it does look like it's letting you keep the buff from skill salve when you're going into time freeze. So time freeze is 300% SCT recovery speed, and skill salve is 100% SCT recovery speed. You're at 400% SCT recovery speed instead of the typical 325%, right? Because having haste or auto haste is giving you 25% more to your SCT recovery speed, and stopping time gives you 300% more to your fill rate. So yeah, I would much rather be at 400% than 325. You're gonna be able to use more skills while time is frozen, with more empowered skills at that, right? Because when you're stopping time, you get a damage bonus, you get a damage cap boost. So being able to throw more skills while you're in that state, yeah, that's freaking awesome. So yeah, I'm fairly happy with this. Right, on top of that, I guess the next thing I'm going to be testing is is his special worth actually throwing, or do I just build his special and hold on to it to take advantage of some of these abilities that give you like 30% more strength when your special is full, or like more long range damage when your special is full? Like, this guy could take advantage of both of those just by holding on to his special, right? And if you get all of those buffs on you and then you freeze time, theoretically speaking here, those buffs should still be on you while you're freezing time, and you should still be able to take advantage of all of those. That's how skill salve is working, right? Like, I'm using skill salve, which only lasts 15 seconds, and then I'm stopping time. So skill salve is actually shown on him. The buff is there, right? So if that's working, I'm assuming these other things can work too. So if you can get this guy to just be a super duper powerhouse for just like a few seconds even, as long as you stop time when he's, Super Saiyan God Blue, whatever, then it's looking like you're going to get to rock him in that state while time is frozen. So that could potentially make for a very nasty character with just a huge DPS bomb, right? Like, that's what it's looking like to me. I'm trying to build him up and set a few SC aside for support abilities, just to make him a crazy quasi support character. Maybe he can do some healing, give him some kind of AoE heal, maybe a revive ability if I absolutely have to, right? And then, you can just set him and forget him until you need to use him at the end of the fight. And if the fight's not going too great, or if you're stuck at the very last, sliver of the boss's health, and everyone's stuck to a wall, which is often the case in Last Cloudia, as long as you can freeze time, there you go. This guy could potentially finish a boss off for you. So I'm walking that fine line right now, trying to figure out how many support abilities I can put on him, what he can feasibly do for me, because he looked pretty killer for a dark team. Like, he really fits in well with the last dark collab hero that we got, King Bradley. I've been running him and King Bradley together, and it's just ridiculous how stupid together they are. He's giving 5,000 more to damage cap, and for a dual wielder like King Bradley, that's just such a nice power boost, right? So just been having fun with the dark team. Anyway, if I missed anything, let me know. If you found any cool, cheesy, fun little things to do with Lelouch here, leave me a comment, let me know, and share with the class. We'd all like to know. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Later, everybody.